Good afternoon, beautiful people. How are you all doing? Now you join me today in this very quick video. I wanted to share, as I promised, after a year of ownership this car, I wanted to share some of the things, I think seven things that I liked about this car. And it's gonna be quick because there isn't many things that I like about this car, to be honest. I'm joking, of course there's a lot of things that I like about this car and that I enjoy, but I'll try to be straight to the point. So let's start. Number one, lights. As I have mentioned, this is a facelift model, and when you have a facelift, it comes with these beautiful front lights that are illuminated by the angel eyes, and I absolutely love angel eyes. And even better, oh, look at that, just look at that. It makes this car looks beautiful at night when you see, I mean, now it's almost evening, because it just makes it stand out that much more than the previous generation, of course, because the previous generation is just boring. Number two, seats. Let me show you why I like seats, because on the exterior or looking from the outside, they don't seem anything impressive, but if you pay a closer attention, these bolsters is something that is making this seat so much special, in my opinion, because when you are in the car, these bolsters really keep you tight, and you have an adjustment next to you that adjusts the bolsters, and they really hug you, and there's no way you're gonna go anywhere. I mean, I've sat in a lot of BMWs, I've sat in a lot of cars, but these bolsters, like while I'm sitting like this, they're just hugging you so nicely that you have confidence when you're going in the corner. Just pay attention, just pay a slightly closer attention how big these bolsters are, and that's something that you wouldn't expect from a 2-liter diesel. From this sort of car you would expect it on performance vehicles, or things like that. Fair play, the cushion bolsters are not that big, not that supportive, but these ones, as I said, have the adjustability here and are absolutely amazing. Number three, rims. Rims on this car are absolutely gorgeous. I think it sets the car apart so much because they're 19-inch, very low profile, so you have to be careful because they're so easy to curb. They're absolutely gorgeous, yes, but as you can see, they do need 12-13 millimeter of a spacer just to bring that wheel slightly out so it looks really sportier, and without these rims I don't think it will look anywhere as good as it does. Number four, the fact that this car is rear-wheel drive. I was waiting for so long to own a car that is rear-wheel drive that I am so excited. But to be fair, I did get slightly disappointed because after all, it's only 380 Nm of torque, only 184 horsepower. And as I have explained in my main video, in my main review, this car is pretty heavy, 1800 plus kilos. So as you can imagine, it doesn't quite let the rear end loose as easily as you would think. Now, that doesn't mean that without enough commitment you can't do it. If you're in a second gear, traction control off, of course, in a sport mode, and if you find adequate space, enough space, on a closed road, of course, on a closed private road, and if there is a little bit of rain, you're able to get it sideways, and that actually is enough for me. For now, of course. But that's something that I was really looking forward to because I love drifting, I love snow drifting, I love any kind of shenanigans. I love it. But joking on the side, besides only having fun, actually during the normal drive and you know, if you're going for a slightly spirited drive, you actually feel the difference. There is nothing at the front because it's still, as I said, very heavy car. So I have experience with this similar weight. A6 was 1900 kilos, and that had a quattro system, meaning that in the corners it was slightly understeering at the front, and that's something that I don't get with this car, and that's something that is really important for me because it was ruining. With A6 I could never quite enjoy the drive, whereas with this one you can really enjoy it. You can feel the rear wheels pushing you forward, and if anything will happen, it's gonna step out, but your front wheels are going where you want them. Number five, fuel efficiency. Something that was really important to me because I was commuting. Well, I can move, of course, if you want. Okay, thank you very much. Such a cool lady. She wanted to walk the car, not walk the car, walk the dog here, and she decided to go somewhere else just so I don't have to move the car. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Fuel efficiency. Fuel efficiency is something that was really important to me because I was commuting quite a lot before, and seriously, with this car I can go to the moon and back and I'll still spend only a quarter of a tank. It's absolutely insane. Seriously, I think in MPG terms, for you who are from UK, I'm getting something like 60 MPG on the motorway and then average 45. To convert it to everyone from Europe or anyone from States, because obviously imperial and States measurements are different, that translates to something insane like 5.5, 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers. I mean 5.5 up to 6. I never ever go more than 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is absolutely insane, no matter how I drive, whether it's commuting to work and back, or whether it's going to London and back, or whether it's yeah, motorway or urban. Doesn't matter. 6 is max that I ever go. Lowest that I got was 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers, or I think potentially even slightly lower. I didn't necessarily convert. It's absolutely amazing. The car, as I said, for UK viewers, 45 mpg was absolute probably lowest, and 65 I was getting when I was going to London. So really economical car, and I definitely and that's something that I really like, is that sporty car, something that you can enjoy, go for a spirited drive, nice drive on a Sunday afternoon, and still have a fuel efficiency when you commute for longer journeys. Oh yeah, I know I was mentioning moon and back in half a tank or whatever. 600 miles. I have done 600 miles with 1 tank of fuel. That's 1,000 kilometers with 65 liters of fuel. And bear in mind, that wasn't the minimum. I mean, when I fueled, it was like 63 liters, so it wasn't full 65. It's absolutely insane. I mean, 2-liter diesel, that's why they're great, but on the other hand, of course, missing the sound. Yes, I know. Number 6. This is weird. 6. This is weird to say, and some of you will be like, what the hell? But this is something that owners will very much appreciate, and that I appreciated, and I will show you what it is now, because when you own a car, you really want to understand what's going on. So on your infotainment system, you can go vehicle information, you can go vehicle status, and check control to see if there are any faults. You can see if when is service required, when you need to change brake fluid on your own. It's like so easily put there, and you can enter each one of them and see when it needs doing. And it's such a simple way, because, and why I'm saying this, because some cars annoyingly have it on this small display, and it's always so difficult to find and navigate, and it's so annoying. So that's why I really enjoy, anytime I'm thinking like, oh, whether I need to change the brake fluid, engine oil, or do a check, or brake pads, I'll just go in here, see everything is fine, and we're good to go. Number 7 is the roof mechanism and remote control access. With no doubt, the coolest thing ever is when you're walking from work, you're taking out your keys, you're approaching your car, and at the press of your button, unlock button, just starts opening the roof like Transformers. Look at it. It looks so amazing. And then by the time you walk slowly to your car, it's gonna be done, and you can just enter your vehicle. Please don't open the doors, because it will not finish the whole function. I could have showed you that if I opened slightly earlier, but basically if you open the doors, slow down boy, slow down. If you open the doors, or yeah, if you try to enter, it's gonna stop the operation and the roof will not close completely. That's a side note. Also, by the way, if you start driving at any sort of speed, it's gonna stop. So just something to know. So you have to be completely stationary to put the roof down. Slightly annoying, I know. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please make sure you subscribe and like. I hope that this video was informative, because I wanted to make it as sort of things that I like about this car, things that I notice about this car in past year from owner sort of perspective, rather than like, oh, I mean, okay, fine, the lights were there. and the lights were one of those things where you're like, you either like them or you don't. But other things that I mentioned, I think were useful for those who are thinking of buying it, and I felt like sharing those, and I'm hoping that it was useful. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, which is 5 things or more that I don't like about this car. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.